Hi, everyone, welcome back. The kangaroo is a unique and fascinating animal native to Australia. It is the largest marsupial in the world, and its distinctive features, such as its powerful hind legs and long tail, have captured the attention and imagination of people around the world for centuries. The history of the kangaroo is intertwined with the history of Australia itself, and the story of this iconic animal is one that spans thousands of years. The earliest evidence of kangaroo-like animals dates back to the Miocene epoch, around 23 million years ago. Fossils of extinct kangaroo species have been found in Australia and South America, suggesting that the ancestors of the modern kangaroo were once widespread across the southern continents. However, it was not until the arrival of the Aboriginal people in Australia around 60,000 years ago that the kangaroo became an integral part of the continent's ecosystem and cultural heritage. The Aboriginal people used kangaroo meat for food, kangaroo skin for clothing, and kangaroo bones for tools and weapons. They also incorporated the kangaroo into their mythology and art, often depicting the animal in rock paintings and engravings. European explorers and settlers arrived in Australia in the 18th century and brought with them a new perspective on the kangaroo. Initially, they were fascinated by the animal's unique features and wrote about it in their journals and letters home. However, as Australia became more settled and agriculture began to replace hunting and gathering, the kangaroo was increasingly viewed as a pest that competed with livestock for grazing land. In the late 19th century, the kangaroo became the subject of scientific study, with researchers studying its anatomy, physiology, and behavior. This led to a better understanding of the kangaroo's unique adaptations, such as its ability to hop at high speeds and its specialized digestive system that allows it to extract water from dry vegetation. By the early 20th century, the kangaroo had become an iconic symbol of Australia, appearing on coins, stamps, and even as the mascot for the Australian national rugby team. However, the kangaroo's popularity also made it a target for commercial exploitation, with kangaroo meat and hides being exported overseas. In the 1970s, concerns about the impact of commercial hunting on kangaroo populations led to the introduction of regulations and quotas on the industry. Today, the kangaroo remains an important part of Australian culture and ecology, and efforts are being made to balance conservation with the needs of the country's growing human population. In conclusion, the history of the kangaroo is a rich and complex story that spans millions of years and multiple cultures. From its origins as an ancient marsupial to its status as a national symbol and a subject of scientific study, the kangaroo has captured the imagination of people around the world and continues to be an important part of Australia's cultural and ecological heritage. If you liked the video, please to like and subscribe. Thank you. So, let's move on to the second history about giraffe. The giraffe is an iconic and instantly recognizable animal, known for its long neck and distinctive spotted coat. Native to Africa, the giraffe has a long and fascinating history that stretches back millions of years. The earliest known ancestors of the giraffe date back to the late Oligocene epoch, around 28 million years ago. These early giraffids were small, deer-like animals with short necks, and they lived in forests in Europe and Asia. Over time, giraffids evolved to become larger and more adapted to life on the savannas of Africa. The modern giraffe species, Giraffa camelopardalis, first appeared in Africa around 1.5 million years ago, during the Pleistocene epoch. These giraffes were taller and had longer necks than their ancestors, allowing them to reach high branches and leaves that other herbivores could not. Giraffes have long been a part of African culture, with evidence of giraffe art and symbolism dating back thousands of years. In ancient Egyptian art, giraffes were depicted as powerful and regal animals, often shown being hunted by pharaohs. In some African cultures, giraffes were considered sacred animals and were associated with spiritual and mystical powers. In the 19th century, European explorers and hunters began to travel to Africa in search of exotic animals to bring back to Europe. Giraffes were among the most sought-after animals, with their unusual appearance and size making them a popular trophy for wealthy hunters. This led to a significant decline in giraffe populations across Africa, with some subspecies being hunted to the brink of extinction. In the early 20th century, efforts began to protect giraffes and other African wildlife. National parks and protected areas were established, and hunting regulations were put in place to limit the number of giraffes that could be killed. Today, there are around 111,000 giraffes in the wild, although many subspecies remain endangered or vulnerable to extinction. Scientific research has shed new light on the biology and behavior of giraffes in recent decades. Studies have shown that giraffes have a unique cardiovascular system that allows them to regulate blood flow to their brains and prevent damage when they lower their heads to drink water. They have also been shown to communicate with one another through a variety of vocalizations, and to form social bonds with other giraffes. In conclusion, the giraffe is a unique and fascinating animal with a long and complex history. From its humble beginnings as a small, forest-dwelling herbivore to its current status as an iconic symbol of Africa, the giraffe has captured the imagination of people around the world. Despite the threats to their survival, efforts to protect and conserve giraffes continue, ensuring that these majestic animals will continue to thrive in the wild for generations to come. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.